Don't need no invitation, 'cause you know where I am. No need to run because I'm always home. Coming over.
Tonight on The Living Room, Barry's biggest challenge has his smallest budget. Can he make a full kitchen for $5,000?
Just burn it, just knock it down.
Miguel goes country and makes a meal that's all about the beef.
OMG. Delicious, eh? Beautiful.
Chris takes a tiger by the tail, literally.
You don't see them coming and all of a sudden they're on you.
And the show-stopping Rhonda Birchmore gets a Whose House visit.
The Rhonda doing Super Trooper Barbie.
Got undies on?
I did, yeah, with a little G-string.
Lovely to see you. Now, Barry, we're going to start with you. Another renovation story. Once again, you've had to put on your superhero costume. You know I love you in your superhero costume.
And I did have to put it on this time. I was going up the mountains. It's freezing cold up there and all my thermals are in the wash.
Any excuse?
That's all I need is an excuse. I was going up to meet Eamon and Jen. They moved into their first home about 3 years ago. Had a bit of a mismatch of a kitchen and it was time for a new one.
Sounds a little straightforward for you, just putting in a new kitchen.
Yeah, it could have been straightforward. We could have got a flat pack in, done all the simple things, but these guys are keen renovators. They're mad renovators, actually, and they wanted to learn. So I thought I'll teach them the skills that they could take through the rest of the renovation in the house. Meet Eamon.
I got the crown wearing on the head.
He and I have one thing in common, and it's not music.
Parasitic element, every people coming.
He loves rap. I don't.
Take it down, listen to it now, there ain't no doubt.
But he does love renovating. Unfortunately, when he and his girlfriend Jenny bought this house 3 years ago, they really hit the wall.
In the first 3 weeks, we did burn through all our funds pretty quickly because of the amount of work that had to be done, so...
And then things had to kind of come to a halt after that once money ran out, and then we had to move in and just kind of make do with what was here.
And that included a very dodgy do-it-yourself kitchen.
The cupboards don't match up and there's little spaces everywhere, and the cupboard always falls off as well.
The skirting boards around the cupboards aren't even on. It's just not complete.
For these enthusiastic demolishers, there's only one option.
Just burn it, just knock it down.
Jenny, how are you? Eamon, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, mate. Come on in.
Thank you.
Through this way.
So this is the space, eh?
Yes, this is my nightmare. You got the old 70s look thing happening up there and the 50s lino happening down there and...
Kill a dog happening there.
Yeah.
And I understand that you love your poker.
Yeah,
Yes.
we do have poker nights, yeah.
So this is a kitchen slash bar slash poker room slash entertaining room. It's just all round fun. Sounds cool.
Yeah, we don't need any other rooms in the house now.
Well, I love your energy. You love ripping things apart. Let's try and put some things back together.
Sounds great.
Now, $5 grand, we could go and get a flat back kitchen, maybe a couple of cheap appliances and whack in there for sure. But what I want to do is teach you some skills so that you can renovate the rest of the house. But what's important here is that I teach you how to refurbish and value add to what you already have, rather than demolish it, throw it out and just go and buy something and put it in.
That sounds excellent.
Does it?
Yeah, it really does.
I want to turn Jenny and Eamon's tired 70s kitchen into a contemporary hip-hop style entertaining area. First, I'll open up the space by taking out some of the wall to the dining room. I'm going to put in an island bench, which will double as a table for their beloved poker nights. I also want to save money by refurbishing the cupboards. And to get a little hip-hop, I'm freestyling it on the bench with a kicking idea. Tell me what you think, guys. If I got a graffiti artist in here to teach you, we could create a mad graffiti artwork on the front of that.
Yeah, that would look awesome.
If I get someone in to lead you through that, do you think you could have a go at that yourself? Definitely.
Definitely have a go, yeah.
Would you?
We'll try.
You're loving it.
When Barry said he could work with the $5,000 budget, it was a very big surprise for us. And yeah, fingers crossed it all comes through. And
We're very surprised, actually. We're kind of like, wow, we can get a kitchen done for that.
These kids are into hip-hop and everything fast-moving. Now, they're as keen as mustard to get into this kitchen, but I've got some news for them. I'm in a bird back rack and I want to go nice and easy. First thing I want to do is open up this space by knocking out some of the dining room wall, carefully. Eamon, where are you, son?
Go, Nate.
What the hell are you doing with that thing, son?
I thought we were ripping, demolishing things.
I told you, mate, the slower you go, the slower you crash into things. Nice and gently, I want to take these architraves and trims off. That way we may be able to reuse them again. We'll mark out the opening to the nearest stud. Hear that there?
Yep.
Okay, cut that out, re-gyprock it up. There's our opening.
Excellent.
I think Barry's approach to his renovations are going to be a lot more organised than us. He'll know what he's doing and know where to start, whereas we're all over the place. So.
Eamon, rather than crash and bash, I've cut a little inspection hole there, find exactly where the stud is. I plumb up from that. That way I don't overcut and I don't have to patch up any more gyprock than I need to. Like I said, the slower you go, the less mistakes you made, so that's going to save us a heap of time.
Awesome. I love demolishing things a lot more than I like putting it together. So this comes very naturally for me. My mum could vouch for that.
So can the fellas from gyms. They're busy ripping out, prepping and rewiring. Now, it's important to point out, I've had Dylan jump in the roof and this is a non-structural wall. If it was structural, we'd have an engineer design a lintel for us, but we can just keep pushing ahead. Well, Eamon and I are carefully knocking out this wall to open up the space a bit. All right, mate?
Yep.
Dylan and Jen are on cupboard duty. No crash and bash here. I reckon they can be saved.
Jen, our illustrious leader, Barry, has asked us to refurb these doors. Now, we're going to have to bog up these holes because the new handles are going to go in different places. We're going to use a bit of primer and high-gloss laminate paint to finish them off with. They'll be as good as new.
Yep, sounds good.
Get into it.
Cool.
My major concern when he was telling me that he wanted to redo the cabinets was I wanted the cabinets to be gone completely, new cabinets to be installed. So when he told me he was going to be redoing it, I was a bit umming and ahhing, but he assured me that it was going to be all right, and I trust the good old Bazza, so yeah, he'll pull through. Check it out.
Oh, wow.
It's opened it up, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's great. I love how much
Come
you can actually see into the dining room.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what you call respect.
Well, how much kitchen can Barry Dubois make for $5,000? We'll find out later. But right now, let's find out what's happening in the world of new and stupid stuff with Hot or Not. If you were still doing the low-carb diet when everyone else had moved on to do-it-yourself stomach stapling, then move your chair a little closer to the TV, because the Hot or Not segment is for you. Every week we track down the products and the out-there ideas from around the world, and then we decide if they should get hotted or get knotted up here on our wall. So, Miguel, I don't know what you're holding. Let's start
Let
with
me
you.
start, please let me start. Chris, Baz, and Amanda. This probably just looks like a piece of plastic.
It is
And indeed, it's a piece of plastic. But this is the magic, brilliant flip fold. Okay? Everybody always have issues when they live by themselves to fold all the clothes and get them, you know, all nice and, you know, tidy in the cupboards. Okay? This is my favorite t-shirt. Please have a look in the process. This is amazing. Okay? Uno. Yeah? Follow me. Dos. Tres. And this is the Viva Nice and Fold. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna keep folding here.
It's a guy doing the laundry. I'm a little turned on.
All the same size. Forget about messy cupboards. Never again.
You're good. Yeah, I know you're getting good at this, Miguel, but
We're going to make you go through the entire
No,
laundry
don't go through my
basket.
laundry in front of the whole Australia.
Ah.
Oh, that's nice and easy.
hold that.
Okay, that's nice and easy.
Well, we've got to vote on it. I actually, as stupid as it is, I kind of like it. Is it okay
Yeah,
if
that's
I
nice
give
and
that
easy.
a
Look
hot?
at how easy it's.
We're giving that one a hot.
Look at this, thank you. Look at how easy it is.
Because snow gear is so hard to fold. In the meantime, Miguel, just make your way through the laundry basket. Maz,
Okay.
what have you got?
I've got what's called a pick-or dolly. So if you need to get a really smooth shot, a little bit more professional, or you want to take your video into the next level, I think this is a great little item. 360, it's adjustable, comes with an attachment for the iPhone or your phone camera, whatever they're called. Yeah, I think it's a good little thing. It runs out at about $100. These are the same things you'll find on rollerblades. It's really well made. And for $100, if you want to take your video into the next level, I think it's a good thing.
I do too. I think we should give that a hot. What do you reckon? And Chris, I can't string it out any longer until we get to you, but I do love seeing you sitting uncomfortably with any kind of animal on your lap. What hot or not has to do with that creature today?
Well, look, anyone that owns a cat knows that the biggest hassle would have to be kitty litter, because you always have to have it replenished. They seem to flick it out of the tray, you step on it, it smells sometimes if they've used it. So if you could do away with that, life would be a lot easier. But now you can with a product called the City Kitty. Miguel, you just keep on.
Yeah, I'll fall. Yeah, thank you.
The thing actually looks quite sad. So this is how you replace your kitty litter tray, by using a tray basically inside the toilet. But over time, you want to get up there? Felix hops on here.
He's loving it.
Over time, what you do is actually put a little hole through there, and then he walks up and goes, oh, sort of looks like the same tray, does his business. Next day, make the hole bigger. Eventually, he's not using litter at all. Instead, he's just sitting on the toilet.
Is this what people want? Do you want your cat to use your toilet?
See, yes.
You're
Yes,
running
we'll
late
say
for
yes.
work, you barge into the loo, you can't get on because the cat's reading Garfield. Chris, as a vet, you think this is a good thing?
I actually do. I do. The one thing is they don't flush, so you walk in and it's not a great thing to look at, let's be honest, but this is a good idea.
Do we agree? OK, well, for the first time ever, 3 hots. Well done. OK.
And for the first time ever, an animal has stayed through the whole segment.
It's not over yet, Chris.
Didn't go anywhere.
Well, that's all we have for Hot or Not this week, but we're always on the lookout for new stuff to amaze and to appall. So if you see anything out there that you'd like us to feature on Hot or Not, please visit our website. Well, the fun's just starting on the living room. Coming up, can Barry make over a whole kitchen for just $5,000 while trying to be the new 50 Cent?
Should I drop a beat for you, man?
She sings, she dances, she jumps out of birthday cakes. Well, now Rhonda Birchmore gets the Whose House treatment.
Mickey Rooney.
Look at his hand casually placed just there.
Yeah, he was a shorty and he was a very cheeky boy.
Right after the break, Chris surrounded by 100 tigers and trying not to smell like beef.
Even though he doesn't look so intimidating now, could change very quickly.
On the living room. Now, Chris, another fabulous adventure from Thailand this week.
This was pretty special. I went to a place that is not just a Buddhist temple, it is also a tiger sanctuary.
How relaxing, just wandering around with man-eating tigers.
But you'd think with all these tigers it'd be some sort of theme park. It is not a theme park. This place is like nothing you've ever seen. See every other animal apart from tigers. Hey, how are you?
How's it going, mate? Good. Richie.
You're Aussie.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Nice to meet you.
What are you? I thought I was expecting someone Thai.
Oh, mate, you Australians, we turn up everywhere. You should be used to that by now.
It's a 3-hour drive from Bangkok to get to the famous Tiger Temple in Kanchanaburi province near the Burma border. For more than a decade, this Buddhist temple has been as much about conservation as contemplation.
Tigers and monks. What could go wrong?
I'm about to embark on an experience that you'll find hard to believe.
Are you getting too big for the bottle yet?
It's the ultimate hands-on with one of the most feared predators in the world.
These paws here, I'm going to give you a bit of a clue about where this guy's headed. It's big. It's hard not to walk in here and just be totally overwhelmed by these guys with stripes, but you have to remember this is actually a Buddhist temple first and a tiger sanctuary second. Ultimately, reincarnation means that one day I could be one of these or he could be me. So if you're good, generally good things happen.
To be able to be next to an animal that's this endangered, that's this rare, and have this sort of relationship with them is so special. I feel very privileged every day that I'm here.
Richie's home is Queensland. He came here as a tourist and decided to stay as a volunteer.
Gentle, gentle. Hey, that's me. That's me.
And you wear your love on your sleeve?
Yeah, I've got my own tiger stripes. I love them.
Hey, you're fine. Come down.
Settle.
This surreal commune began 13 years ago with one orphan cub being brought to the temple for help. Now, more than 100 tigers live here.
I'm a vet, I'm an animal lover. I want to know that this is for real, that this whole situation with the tigers being in and around the monks, in their temples, is it for real? And is it right? Today, I'm going to find out.
Feeding time over, it's time for the tigers to take the tourists for a walk.
Normally when you walk a dog, you don't typically have a security escort with you. With a tiger, it's essential.
The security is very low-key, but the devoted tiger boys and girls are constantly on alert for any guests who are about to get themselves into trouble.
If he goes up the tree, am I meant to go up the tree as well?
No. He won't go fully up. It's just for, it's good for his claws, yeah. You can pat.
Next, a play date, which might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it is one I will never forget.
This is just chaos. You don't see them coming and all of a sudden they're on you.
Stirring up a few 100 kilos of very excitable tiger sounds dangerous, I know. But when you're here, in the moment, trust me, it is worth it.
The great thing is that even though it's a lot of fun for everyone here, what we're doing is really only just obeying their instincts. They want to get in there, they want to play, they respond to colour and movement. They're hunters after all, so this is just the epitome of excitement for them. And they come in burrowing into your legs with their mouths open, ready to go. That's when you know you're here. Tiger 1, Chris, very much 0.
Lottie. Hello. เราเป็นเพื่อนกันได้ไหม
Shall we be friends?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff.
Under close scrutiny, we're now heading down to the lagoon, the tiger's favourite part of the day.
Watch this one at the top here leap off. He would weigh about 220 kilos. It just launches out into the air like he's a 4-kilo domestic cat. There's so much strength in those muscles. That play, it's crazy.
It's a lot of fun. Definitely know you're alive every day when I get out into that water. I can't imagine doing anything else again. Like going back to being an electrician back in the real world, it's just not going to cut it after you've been in the water with 8 of these guys running around you flat chat.
After playtime and a feed, the big cats are ready for a snooze. That's when it's safe for a long line of tourists to have their photo taken with these gentle stars of the temple.
It's a very big head and a big baby, but I feel that even though it doesn't look so intimidating now, it could change very quickly. That's why I've got my spiritual guidance here with me.
We would love to be able to turn around and put these guys straight back into the wild and not have this place exist. But the reality is that the poaching and everything else, the deforestation, all these things coupled together are really pushing these guys to the edge.
If you want to have an experience that will just totally flip your mind, but at the same time be, in a funny way, very spiritual, to be this close to such a powerful creature as a tiger and feel this calmness coming from them is something you should really, really experience.
So do you want a tiger cuddle? Head down here.
There you go in there. Good. Sometimes you just need to be held, and if it's by a tiger, then all the better.
Really enjoyed that.
Extraordinary. I still can't get my head around it. Why don't they attack? How come you can be so safe with them?
Yeah, a lot of people wonder that, and this is why this place is it's actually quite controversial. You get online, you'll find this place talked about all around the world because people don't believe that this can actually happen. But when I was there, I was so keen to find out if they were drugged or what was really going on. I just think they're very intelligent about when they get you to interact with the tigers. So you play with them, you cuddle them after they've had a meal and after they've had exercise, when they're naturally going to want to sleep, when they're more relaxed.
What an amazing story. Well, I bet there's plenty of tiger tweeting going on right now. If you want to live tweet, as the kids say, during the living room, our official hashtag, as the kids say, is the living room. Still to come on the living room, as the kids say.
Miguel goes cooking in one of Australia's most famous houses. Can you guess the TV show it starred in?
Chris, Amanda, and Barry, are you jealous?
Whose house gets a blast of Rhonda Birchmore's Razzle Dazzle?
When we reached about
Secret
350, I finally came out. I'm the Barbie collector.
And after the break, Barry gets a kitchen renovation challenge and hip-hops right into it.
Now, Dylan, I don't think you should be giving me any lip, because I'll leave you in hospital on an IV drip.
You're watching The Living Room, and Barry, let's get back to your kitchen renovation. Now, where were we?
Okay, I was kicking it in the crib with my peeps, Jen and Amy.
Oh, God.
You were what and where and who?
It's just what we say, don't worry. Funky young couple, they were looking to put a hip and happening edge on this kitchen.
Oh, my God.
And I thought we'd have some fun with it, why not? Jenny and Eamon's tired 70s kitchen is gone.
Oh, wow.
But not forgotten. With just $5,000 to spend, money's tight and we're reusing as much as we can.
Because we're on a super tight budget, we've used part of the bench top and the carcass from the old centre island. We've sanded it all back and we're going to restain it, put the doors back on, it's going to look complete. Awesome.
To save money, they're doing a lot of the grunt work.
This is killing me.
And learning a lot of valuable renovation skills along the way.
I'm never nervous about getting my hands dirty and getting into the work. It's more so just knowing the direction to take.
To give Eamon and Jenny's kitchen a modern industrial look, we're building shelves welded from steel angle and mesh. Having these custom made would cost thousands, but with a quick welding 101, Eamon can easily take this himself. Now, mate, I want to give you a little bit of a lesson on welding. So this is a typical arc welder with a rod. So the surface of what you're going to weld, just where the two junctions come together, you do little arcs back and forth across the joint, only about as thick as the rod either side of the joint. The way my dad taught me, though, was little tiny circles, round and round and away from the flame, OK? Don't look directly at the point of contact with the rod and the steel because it'll hurt your eyes really badly. You want to have a go?
Oh, I'd love to have a go, mate.
All right. Less than $100 worth of steel and $60 to hire a welder for the day, and the cages are in. Eamon and Jenny love entertaining, so the centrepiece of the kitchen will be an island bench come poker table. I've invited graffiti artist Water to help Jen and Eamon hip-hop it up and tag it for their own.
Basically what I've done to begin with is do up a sketch. From there, I'll sketch it up on the wood, and from there I'll start bringing the colour and filling it in.
Ah, excellent.
Touching it up as I go along.
Do you know what colours you want to use?
I've got a fair idea. I'm thinking of some colours that'll sort of contrast against what you've got in the kitchen.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
Yeah, sounds really good.
First, a quick test run.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Okay, just keep going.
Yep.
And then the real thing, with a little help. Okay, the kids are out there setting up that graffiti art. Now that's going to go on the face of the island bench. What Paul's just brought in is our bench top. We'll wrap the top and sides of the island bench with an inexpensive timber to match the existing refurbished bench tops. And to save even more money, I found a great splashback product that looks just like stainless steel.
This is a Laminex brush aluminium laminate. We're going to put it on top of an MDF backing. It's going to look like the real thing at a fraction of the cost.
I don't know much about this graffiti caper, but that feature is coming along very nicely. The theme for Eamon and Jenny's new kitchen is contemporary hip-hop. And everyone's getting in on the act.
Let me tell you something. I'm in the mountains. This kitchen's a bonus. I'm working with you, you look like you're homeless.
Check it out.
All right, now, Dylan, I don't think you should be giving me any lip, because I'll leave you in hospital on an IV drip.
As a rapper, Dylan makes a great builder. Fortunately, someone's doing some work. Those are the cupboard doors and shelves that Eamon was so keen to get rid of. We're nearing the end, and the refurb is almost complete. By keeping the budget tight and reusing most of what was there, we've managed to save some cash for some sparkling stainless steel appliances.
Is it all for me?
It's all for you.
By shopping at Gray's online, we've saved 60% off the retail price. Tomorrow's the big reveal, so Eamon and Jen have a long night ahead of them.
We're so excited to see the final result. It's already looking really, really good.
Will Barry turn $5,000 into a great kitchen? The big reno reveal later.
It's hard to remember what it was like before, but it was pretty bad.
Miguel cooks great Aussie food in a famous Aussie kitchen.
Oh, yeah! It looks really fancy and it's quite a stunning dish.
But right after the break, Rhonda Birchmore puts on a great show for Whose House.
Don't do a hammy, Birchmore. Wouldn't be hard. Oh!
Want more from the living room? Find more inspiring ideas, handy hints, photos, recipes, and you can even watch tonight's episode again on our website.
This is the living room, and it's great to have you with us. Now, the guys have had a good run so far, but it's my turn. Back off, my turn. It's time for Whose House. Now, every week I barge into the home of a well-known Australian and I get to know them in a very real and very meaningful way. Oprah, eat your heart out. So this week, the woman who was born with an extra fabulousness gene, unstoppable star of the stage, Rhonda Birchmore.
Well, hello.
Oh, great to see you. Thank you for having us over. Oh, who are your friends?
Oh, this is Zorro and Lulu. Killer guard dogs, those two. Yay.
Mwah. What an amazing room. This is spectacular.
I love a bit of a high ceiling, Amanda.
With your height, fair enough.
It is good.
These big rooms mean you can have these big bits of furniture. You've obviously got an eye for antiques.
I've got a thing, when I do a show, I like to buy myself a little thing to remember the show by.
Is this table one of those little things?
Yes, it's not that little, is it? That was from Ruddy Gore, the Gilbert and Sullivan opera, and of course the piano. We got from Hot Shoe Shuffle. And then the Spode China, I got that in London when I was over there doing another show over there.
Treating yourself?
Sugar babies, yeah.
No pet names while we're filming, please. Aha. Well, this is your Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Your career in a corridor.
Yeah, that's a good name for a show.
Actually, what's copyright me? Of all the faces, there are so many. Who are your most memorable friends from here?
It'd have to be a toss-up, I guess, between Bill Clinton and Mickey Rooney.
Look at his hand casually placed just there.
Yeah, he was a shorty and he was a very cheeky boy. We were in London doing Sugar Babies. Invited me down for dinner in between shows. And there was Mickey Rooney, the great Mickey Rooney, in nothing more than his undies, and the lackey had gone. And it gets worse because there's a glass-top coffee table that, you know, there was no escaping. It was like having dinner with 3 people. It was like,
And what about Bill Clinton? Is he as charismatic as they say?
Absolutely. There's an aura about him and you do feel as though you're the only woman in a room. Very charming and highly intelligent and amazing eyes, and played very good saxophone too.
So what have you got hidden in this room? Ah, what a dream.
I know. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? I know. I love Barbie. Everything from Liza Doolittle, Lucille Ball, Cher.
Look at this one.
Oh, yeah.
Is this someone I should know?
I think so. That was Rhonda doing Super Trooper Barbie in Mamma Mia.
So this was made for you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's an exact replica of the cosy I used to wear every night.
Wow. Have you got undies on?
No. I got a little G-string.
Is it?
Yeah, well, you know, you wear a Lycra, you can't be having any VPL.
It's all here. And has this been a private, secret collection?
Well, you know, for years I've I blame Lexi, of course, on that. But
so you told people that your daughter was collecting?
She was collecting, yeah.
That's terrible.
When we reached about 350 about 2 years ago, I finally came out and said, I'm the Barbie collector. Pathetic.
Shameful. So these are all your show-stopping frocks?
I've got 4 wardrobes of frocks, Amanda, and these are just a few that make up the bedspread today.
This one is spectacular.
She's the one for my brand new show, Crimea River, The World of Julie London.
And who's Julie London?
Well, she was a sexy, sultry siren of the 50s, and no one's ever told her story, Amanda, so I thought it's damn time that I tell the Julie London story.
Well, this will get the crowds, and there's always a bit of leg.
Oh, yeah, no...
You could be doing a show about Adolf Hitler and you'd have to have a bit of leg.
No show without a Rhonda leg.
You're talking to someone who lives the same kind of life. Oh, look, here we are. This is how we know you, all singing, all dancing, all high-kicking. Actually, I reckon I could take you on in a high-kicking competition.
You think?
You up for it?
Oh, you betcha.
Okay.
Come on, girlfriend.
All right, Birchmore, high-kicking.
Your legs go all the way up. They just don't take as long to get there.
I'll go first. You ready?
Oh, feeble.
All right, let's see if you can do better than that. Don't do a hammy, Birchmore.
Wouldn't be hard.
Oh! Well, I think it hasn't touched the ground. You're disqualified. I think you'll find best high kicking.
You're feeble, Fanny.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been adorable. You're so funny.
Hopeless, you're hopeless. I'll visit another well-known Australian next week, and just by a process of elimination, it has to be Hugh Jackman eventually. So much great stuff still to come on The Living Room. Barry's nearly done his $5,000 kitchen, but I think the finishing touches will surprise you.
It looks like we've put a brand new kitchen in here.
And right after the break, Miguel visits Australia's most famous valley and most famous house.
My home for the night.
This is The Living Room. It's nice to have you here. And Miguel, you're just back from cooking in one of Australia's most famous houses.
The most famous one. Chris, Barry, Amanda. I went to the house of McLeod's daughter.
No. There was
McLeod's daughter.
There was more than one. There was McLeod's daughters. They had a lot of them.
Yeah, McLeod's daughters, as you know. You know, normally, I know in the whole Australian theme of knowing what's going on very much, but this was like an old-school cattle property.
It's a big house, like they could fit more than one in there.
Oh, yeah, but I thought that she's living really the life, in that place by herself. But
So you're at a big cattle property, so what did you cook? Was it tofu and lentils, I'm guessing?
Meat, delicious meat. This is Barossa Valley in South Australia, home to beautiful wines and amazing beef cattle. And this is the Kingsford Homestead, when they cook with amazing local produce, and it is my home for the night. look familiar? That's because it was featured in the popular TV show MacLeod's Daughters. Now it's a boutique hotel with 7 fabulous rooms and its own private chef, Stuart Oldfield. Tonight, he and I will be cooking dinner for the guests. But first, I need some lovely local produce. This is Barossa Plain Black Angus Beef Farm, and it's run by Nina and Shane.
So Shane, tell me about the farm.
This property here is where we run our cows, which produces our meat for our butcher shop and the restaurants that we supply.
Shane and Nina run 300 cattle on this local Barossa property, and I think they are the best kept cows in the district.
We look after our cattle, great husbandry. It's the key to the flavour that we get with our beef.
No horns, as I can see.
No,
horns.
definitely not.
No? With this amazing chilly weather right now, you see I'm feeling like something wintry, hearty, slow cooking.
Yes,
What do you recommend to use in a slow braised dish?
Well, you can't go past a bit of ossobuco, can
You cannot pass the ossobuco,
Beautiful
no?
shin beef, absolutely beautiful. Come from these beautiful cows, eating this beautiful Barossa Valley grass.
And it's a quite affordable piece of beef as well.
Yes.
The perfect hearty meal to match Stuart's caramelized apples with ginger shortbread. Stuart, look at this beautiful piece of meat.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
And nice ossobuco.
Great depth of flavour. Just makes a special dish.
To start the ossobuco braise, first thing, the piece of meat coated in flour. We're gonna use some chestnuts and almond meal. Mix it with the flour, seasoning, just a quick dust, and start to pan fry. Just cooking the top of the meat. All the veggies are cooking together beautifully. We need to leave them there for 10 minutes so they will get nice and soft, and that's the base of the stock. Stuart, what are we doing?
Okay, Miguel, what we're going to do is we're going to start the shortbread. We've got some flour, some butter, and some sugar. We've also got a little bit of ginger and also some fresh vanilla beans.
Fresh vanilla,
So we combine all the ingredients, then we're going to let it rest for 5 minutes.
Wow, that looks amazing. Look at all the little dots of the vanilla.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So we're just going to roll it out and then bake it.
The veggies are nice and caramelized, and we've got beautiful color and lots of flavor. So what I'm gonna do is take the thyme off, and now we're gonna get some paprika, some nutmeg, and a big knob of ginger. Put the ossobuco inside, deglaze with a little bit of white wine and the beef stock. Bring it to the boil and in the oven, and 2 hours later, delicious. So it's got a beautiful golden brown color and it smells amazing.
What we're going to do is we're actually going to smash that up into little pieces and crumb it. I'm going to make an apple caramel now. So grate the apples and then add sugar and butter. Then deglaze with orange and also a little bit of Calvados, and it's done. I'm going to peel the apples, cut them into segments, butter, brown sugar, and just gently saute them off and simmer them in the caramel until they become glassy.
The guests are enjoying drinks by the fire, and my ossobuco is almost ready to serve. Let's give it a taste. OMG. Delicious, eh?
Beautiful.
Now, to finish, a little bit of cooked beans. They go beautiful with it. A little shake. We're gonna put it in the oven for another 5 minutes. Bring it on, baby. While the beans are cooking, I'm going to make the gremolata. It's a traditional finishing touch for the ossobuco. Hoopa! I hope everyone is hungry.
Thank you.
It looks really fancy and it's quite a stunning dish.
It's absolutely delicious.
Funny to say in Australian. Cheers, mate. Well, the ossobuco was a success. And I'm sure Stuart's caramelized apples will be the perfect finale.
Oh, sensational. What a treat. Winter fresh apples was divine.
Stuart, this is outstanding. The caramel, the apples, the shortbread. Simple idea. It looks stunning. It tastes delicious. And in a really intimate environment.
Beautiful.
Just had to say, Miguel, thank you very much. Give me some love back. Giving you the love. Give me some love back, Stuart.
That was really good. I love that, but you're going to hate me, Miguel. The crew that worked on that story told me that one stage there were all these German girls in that place who kept on taking photos, and Miguel was like, oh, the living room must be in Germany. And they were taking photos because of McLeod's daughters and he didn't know.
And I love this.
How many of those wines did you have? Now, if you've been thinking it's about time we had a competition where we gave away the most amazing prizes you have ever seen, well, I couldn't agree more. It starts next week right here on The Living Room, and it's one of the biggest ever lifestyle show competitions. One lucky viewer's life will change forever. So make sure you tune in over the next few weeks for your shot at an embarrassing number of great prizes.
And here's some more good news. Right after the break, Barry's big reveal of his $5,000 kitchen.
OK, kids, what do you think?
Part of the show, it's time for Barry's showstopper, his big renovation reveal.
Well, I can tell you, sister, it's too easy to whack $5,000 on a... It's too easy to whack $5,000 on a bitchin' kitchen. But let's see how we spend it. Just 5 days ago, this room was a mash-up of 50s and 70s looks with wonky fittings, gaping holes and missing finishes. My challenge was to come up with a contemporary hip-hop themed design where Eamon and Jenny could cook and entertain their mad keen poker buddies. These first homeowners had $5,000 to spend, but made the most of it with plenty of effort
This is killing me.
and willingness to learn. You want to have a go?
Oh, I'd love to have a go, mate.
Eamon and Jenny have stepped out while we put on the finishing touches.
I am slightly anxious about this because we put a lot of time and effort into it, but Barry has a game plan and he was around building Stonehenge, so he'll get this done now really well.
Time to see if they think it's $5,000 well spent. OK, kids, what do you think?
Oh my God, that's amazing. How cool are those stools? It's hard to remember what it was like before, but it was pretty bad. I remember that.
What about the island bench? Has that turned out the way we thought?
Yeah, it's wicked.
Guys, this is yours. This is your art.
This is amazing.
I'm just going to sit in here for ages.
Yeah.
Do you believe you did most of this work?
Nah, not really.
The biggest lesson we've learned from Baz would have to be not to go straight in and demolish something, but to actually take a step back and look at it and go, OK, how can we refurbish it rather than just smash it and get something new?
Take to it with a ballpoint hammer instead of a sledgehammer.
Would you have ever attempted to repurpose those doors like that?
No way, not at all. I would have just chucked it.
And you can see the money
And
you
I
saved.
can't believe, how good they look. Even the bench tops, I just can't believe that's the old ones. Like, they look heaps better.
The $5,000 budget looks like we've had a $15,000 budget, so it's been absolutely unreal.
It's gone a lot further than we ever could have imagined.
Never thought we would have got a fridge and a cooker and a range hood.
Great size fridge and brand new, that's important.
I know,
yeah.
huge.
I love the splash of red.
Yeah, it really surprises me.
What about the cages? You happy with the way we went there?
It looks fantastic.
Now that you can see the way that the two rooms present to each other,
Yeah.
it's made all the difference, hasn't it?
Definitely. The whole thing just all goes in together. I absolutely love it.
It looks like we've put a brand new kitchen in here.
So satisfying seeing
I
it
thought
all.
you were going to cry.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So tell me, Eamon, have you got one of those jingles that you young folk do to this sort of thing?
Oh, I don't have a jingle all lined up, but I see what I can pull out.
Should I drop a beat for you, man?
Yeah, show us one of your beats.
OK.
It's been a good week, it hasn't been long. Everything's gone right and nothing's gone wrong. Barry and the crew have been going hammer and tong. Me and Jad will be sad to see you gone.
I love it, guys.
The space has changed for me. For when I have friends over and stuff, I don't feel like I want to keep them out of the room. Hello. I'll actually want to bring them in.
This looks great. Yeah, really nice.
Check out the graffiti at the front.
Oh, wow, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm so touched about what everybody's done for us this week. Yeah.
I love this.
I
Here's
did.
your kitchen.
No, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Wow, a great job, Baz.
You know what I loved? That these kids really got me. They understood my craft. We had, we had a stack of fun, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, we had heaps of fun.
It was great that you got to put the tag on it with water. I really enjoyed this show.
And do you want Barry to do some of his moves, some of his dance moves in your house again?
Yeah, why not? As long as you do some more of our...
It's like watching Dad dance, isn't it? Well, if you'd like to know more about any of our stories or grab some of Miguel's recipes, you'll find all of that and lots more on our website. Don't forget to like our Facebook page while you're there. So now the big question, what will we have for you next week?
Miguel puts on a dinner party where people's lives depend on his recipes.
If I get it wrong, it's gonna be the last supper.
Chris has an idea for a free tropical holiday. Just don't get seasick.
So many really colourful fish just flying around you and you find yourself right in the middle of it. It's great.
Barry takes a crappy crapper...
It's ugly.
...and turns it into the best seat in the house.
The transformation is huge. You wouldn't think it was the same room.
And Florence Henderson, Mrs. Carol Brady herself, visits my house and has an extraordinary moment with Miguel.
I love you too. Wow.
Well, it's been great having you with us in the living room tonight. You've been perfect guests. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.